So, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We're going to do a little bit of a just chatting video today. Something that I want to talk about that, well, to be honest with you, it's just kind of been in my mind since everything has been circulating the internet regarding said topics that I'm about to talk about. So, Twitch, YouTube, OnlyFans, Patreon, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever platform you're on, whether you're a creator on it or just a bystander and a viewer, there's always going to be a little bit of drama and there's always going to be a little bit of controversy. And it seems that lately, Twitch in particular is on a steaming pile of shit. So over the last few days, it's literally such a short period of time, there's been a lot of drama all over the internet, and particularly, like I said, Twitch. And said drama involves things like gambling. It involves big creators falling out with other big creators, a live streamed breakup, like really stupid, silly, serious things that are publicized and viewed by hundreds of thousands of people when it's not necessary. So before I go on a little bit of a tangent, I'm not going to say people's names or mention any Twitch streamers or YouTube creators or anything like that in the stream. I'm not here to use others' names for clout or recognition or views or a little boost in the algorithm. That's not what this is. This is just me being me and just kind of saying things how they are and how I think they're affecting people and platforms. So, first of all, Twitch, as I mentioned before, a lot of drama going on in there. And the platform itself, it's not doing itself any favors. It seems that Twitch doesn't really know what its creators want or just blatantly ignoring them. Because that's what it feels like sometimes. There is always constantly drama happening over on Twitch, and I quite like the platform, not because of what the platform is made up of, but for the convenience of it. And how great it is for me to stream over there with my community and play games and just escape a little bit, you know. I really enjoy Twitch for its features because it's the best streaming service that we have right now. Do I think it could improve? Yeah, by a lot. There's so many things that they could improve on, but they choose not to. As I said, they seem to just ignore the creators or just don't know what their creators want. And the problem with that is the creators on the platform are the driving force for that platform. Like, you couldn't have Twitch without its streamers. So it's just, yeah. Because they recently just announced that their revenue split is just going to be 50-50. And they do that because we're in this together. You know, this is their words, not mine, but we're in this together. You guys do all the amazing work and we give you the platform to do the work. And I understand that. Like, I get that. I know that Twitch needs to have some sort of share with the revenue in order to exist. But I don't think 50-50 is really fair. You know, in my opinion, the streamers is what makes Twitch a successful platform. And it's the same with YouTube, creators, YouTube, videos, etc. It all works hand in hand with each other. But I do feel like 50-50 is just far too much. Personally, for me, the amount of effort that goes into a stream is huge. Like, I know a lot of people, especially people that are not in this industry or understand what streaming is about. At first glance, somebody that's just watching a stream, it's like, oh, this guy is just playing video games. How is that difficult? My job is more difficult. I work 9 to 5 and I have to do heavy lifting, labor work. I have to do this, that, and the other. And this guy's just sitting down and he's just playing a video game. He's living the dream. And yeah, I will put up my hand and say, yeah, I'm living my dream. This is something that I want to do and I love it. But that doesn't mean it's for you. And the thing is, with streaming, it takes a lot of energy. And my particular streams, I'm always psyching myself up before a stream, and I always give it up my all. I always make sure that once I go live, the show begins, and it's time to put on a show for the audience and give them something that they can be happy about, be emotional about, or just have a good day afterwards. And I take great pride in that. But because of that type of stream, a lot of energy comes out of me. It exerts me. There is moments after stream that you're on this huge high for being so energetic for like 3-4 hours, and then once you stop being live on the platform, there's moments where I feel so like drained and down and no energy. It's like I've given everything I got for those 3-4 hours just to make somebody's day. And I know that sounds really like kind of pathetic, or I'm looking for some sort of sympathy because it's like, oh, boo-hoo you, this is what you choose to do. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not looking for anybody's sympathy. I'm just trying to explain the kind of exertion that comes from streaming. And a lot of people don't get that. So when it's streamers that are doing that consistently every single day, and I don't ever consider myself as a full-time streamer, because I stream 3, maybe 4 times a week, and that's like 3 to 4 hours each. Like, that's not full-time streaming. Full-time streaming is like Asmongold or XQC. These guys stream like 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. That is full-time streaming. But granted, their streams wouldn't be like consistently high energy all throughout non-stop. But they stream for long periods of time. And putting that much amount of work into something to get a 50-50 split. Now, granted, I know with streamers that I've just mentioned, those are the guys that will probably make serious amount of money. There's different types of contracts for different types and different tiers of streamers. It's shitty that there's a tier system for streamers, but there is, and that's stuff that Twitch don't really talk about because they're not transparent whatsoever, which is another issue with that platform and the people running it. But the 50-50 share and the split, it just doesn't seem fair to me. I feel like the streamers put so much work in just to get half of that. And the one thing that I really don't like about it is that if you're a viewer, you're watching your favorite streamer, and you go ahead and you gift 25 to 50 subs, that's super generous. And obviously me as a creator and others as streamers appreciate that. That's super, super like freaking generous of you. You don't need to do that. But the thing is, if you're gifting 50, you're really technically just giving the streamer 25, and Twitch will just take the rest. And it's like, but you wanna support your streamer, not the platform that the streamer is streaming on. And that's where the issue lies with me. I think with gifted subs and stuff, there should be a different system for that. And people that do sub, they want to support the streamer. I think revenue split should just be with ad revenue. Good, because look, lately, even I have noticed that ads on Twitch are just going out of control. I feel like my viewers are getting bombarded with ads way too frequently, even though I'm supposed to be in control of them, but Twitch play the ads anyway. And they're non-skippable ads. The way the ad system works on Twitch, it's completely backwards. People have to literally sit there through 7-8 ads. And honestly, I have the highest respect, and I'm so grateful to have a community that will literally sit there and watch those ads and wait for those ads to go away and then continue watching me. See, that's also hurting the streamer as well, because if you're getting new viewers that come in and they click into the stream and all they get is ads, like 6 or 7 in a row, they're probably not even going to sit there. I know me personally, if I click into a stream that I'm interested in and I get bombarded with ads, I'll flick on to something else. We live in a world where the attention span is so minimal that ads are enough to kick us off what we originally clicked on to move on to something else. That's just the kind of world we live in. I spoke about this before. We're in a rapidly moving world, and unfortunately, we can't seem to focus attention on anything for more than 60 seconds. So yeah, that's also hurting the streamer. But all of that stuff that Twitch decides to do, and yeah, it's just not fair. But what I'm trying to get at here is the stuff that's been happening the last few days. And that was one of them, of course. But regarding other streamers, big streamers, and the drama that's been going on, gambling is an issue that has been happening online for a long time. You see it every day. There's constantly these casino apps that you can go on, roulette, poker, blackjack, whatever it is. Like, there's always going to have these online gambling things. And I don't personally go on them. I have no interest in gambling unless it's Genshin Impact. But that's a different case altogether. And I haven't played Genshin in a while. So that's only just for the memes. But gambling is an issue. And there is streamers that literally gamble online live in front of an audience. And I've never really clicked into these streams because, as I said, I have no interest in them. But I know how kind of sleazy these streams can get, because most of the time these gambling streams are either sponsored or the viewers are giving them money to gamble, and it's not healthy. It's not great. And anyway, speaking of gambling, a big Twitch streamer, not going to say this person's name, don't need to shame this person anymore, but has had a problem and still does, and because of this problem has ended up owing loads and loads of people money, over hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's having an effect on so many people in the worst ways. Like, when you're a streamer that's a certain caliber, and you know that this particular streamer will make and generate a lot of money, you think if this person is in a bad place and is looking for lending money, you're good. You're golden. They're going to pay you back. It's fine. They get massive paychecks every month. It's going to be totally fine. You're going to trust this person with your money. But unfortunately, with the addiction of gambling, it has literally turned his life upside down. And he's owed people so much money, and he's in a really, really bad place. I do and I don't feel sorry for this individual. How he handled things was completely wrong. Exploiting people is completely wrong, and telling people sob stories in order to get money off them in order to feed your addiction is also wrong. But gambling is a sickness, and it's serious, and a lot of people do deal with it and have to deal with it on a regular basis. And unfortunately, this particular person just ended up going down a road that he couldn't stop, and he ended up in this really, really bad situation, which sucks. And that's what's happened recently on Twitch, and it's one of the main dramas that's going on right now. But the one thing that I want to talk about is the knights in shining armor. And I don't say that with sincerity. I say that completely sarcastically. So what really grinds my gears with streamers or creators of status, people that have clout and people that have lots of followers and generate hundreds of thousands of viewers and views on whatever platform they go on, they've gotten to the point where it doesn't matter where they go, they'll generate revenue. Like, every breath they take, they're making thousands of dollars. And that's great, and I'm happy for people that reach that level of success. Of course, if you're in your craft and you've reached that level of success, then that's amazing. I'm proud of you. That's great. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Of course, me as a streamer, I strive to achieve that level of standard as well. But what grinds my gears is when everything in your life needs to be public to your audience. That's what really grinds my gears. It's almost as if that these creators or streamers have reached a level in their online career where they need to make everything public because they're desperate for that revenue and that algorithm spike. And two of the things that they seem to do is, first of all, whenever there's any ounce of drama happening online, like just an eensy-beensy bit, they have to capitalize on that. And it's funny because when they do, when they talk about the drama, it's like, oh, I'm doing this and talking about this so you guys know what's going on. And I'm going to break it down for you and let you know what's happening here because I'm a great role model and I'm the influencer and I want to share this information to you because I know you want to hear it. You see, the thing is, it's not that they're doing it for that reason. They're doing it because they know it generates views, it attaches interest, and it creates a spike in the algorithm, and it helps them financially, and it's all for personal gain. And that's what really like bugs me. Is like, why is it that there has to be a little bit of drama and you have to get involved? Like, what does that have anything to do with you? And you can't come to me and tell me, oh, it's because I'm a streamer too, and I want to be a good ambassador. I want to be a good role model. I want to be the opposite to the guy that took advantage of people. I want to be the knight in shining armor. And that's what happens. They capitalize on it, and then all of their followers and their viewers and their community, they all like paint them with this golden brush, like you're a saint. More streamers need to be like you. It's like, well, I mean, look, I'm not going to say these people's names, but they decided to pay back the people that this other streamer had taken advantage of and be the heroes. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, that's amazing, and I think that's awesome, and it's so sweet for you to do that. You don't have to do that, but why make it public? Why announce it to the world? Can you not privately reach out to the people and the victims that were involved and say, look, I'm in a really great financial position and I'm willing to help you out. You don't need to pay me back. I just want you to be out of this scary place that you're in right now because of some scumbag that took advantage of you. Why does it have to be made public? Why do you have to announce to the world, like, me and such are going to team up and we're going to help all the people that got taken advantage of by this other streamer that we're all talking about right now because it's drama, and drama means great views and great algorithm spikes because we're great role models. And that's what grinds my gears. And I know a lot of YouTubers do it, and I know it works really well for them, and that's their whole ideology regarding their content and what they stand for. But when you have to do this to get praise online, and it's like, it is a nice thing to do, but it just comes across really fake and cosmetic and insincere when it has to be made public. And that's what I really don't like. And I see it all the time. And I see these streamers, and they're always in a circle or a bubble. And it's like, sometimes they're, teaming up and they're rising up against the world and they're all in it together. But when one person slips up, they'll all come crashing down on that person and pointing the finger at that person. Shame on you. Shame on you for making a mistake. I'm going to capitalize on your mistake, and I'm going to be a bigger hero because you're the scum. You're the problem. And I'm going to point the finger at you, and everybody's going to raise me up like I'm the champion. It's that kind of thing that goes on Twitch and YouTube as well, way too frequently, that I can't help but cringe at it. It's like, you can be a kind person. You can be a nice person, but you don't need to make it public. And speaking of public, particular big streamers, there's a little bit of drama that's happening now with their partner or whatever, and they were having an argument, right? And you wonder how I know this. You think having an argument with your partner stays at home, that stays away from the camera, but no, this is something that was publicly happening live on Twitch. This huge streamer was having an actual relationship argument with their other half live on stream with hundreds of thousands of people watching. And that's what I come back to. I don't understand why everything needs to be public. Why does everything need to be shown to the world and your viewers and your followers? And that's why I find it very difficult to watch these big, huge streamers. Because they are where they are for a reason, and I understand that, and I respect the amount of work that goes into it, and, the cunning and clever outlook on the algorithm of what works. But how do you differentiate what the streamer is and what the person is that's behind that streamer? You can't. Like, I say it every day. Don't think that the streamers that you watch on a regular basis are like that in real life. They're not. And when you're a streamer or a creator, like, you have to put on a front to turn on the entertainment mode. in order for people to like you or follow you. And I always make sure I highlight this when I stream or create or make videos like this, where there is moments where I am real. And I'll tell you, like, this is just me being me now. This is not me being DV geek and being silly and playing games or putting on voices and all that stuff and the heightened energy. This is just me being me. That's why I want you guys to know, like, you can differentiate the entertainer from the person. But these streamers get to a point where they can't even tell the difference between themselves and the streamer, and everything that's going on in their life has to be made public because it's great for views and ad revenue. You know? And Twitch has become far worse than ever before for this kind of carry on. And I like to think that I stay out of most of this stuff, and I do. But I hate the kind of influence and effect it's going to have on people that tune in and watch these creators. Because there's over hundreds of thousands, and even in the millions, if you combine all their numbers together, that tune in and watch this. And because of these viewers and the people that listen and tune in every day, they are where they are. And it mind boggles me, because these people are not being real, they're being dramatic, and they're bringing everything onto the screen so they can take advantage of your viewership. And that really sucks. So Twitch has become a very, very toxic, would be the word to use, platform, because they're not really doing anything about it. Twitch don't really give two shits as long as you're bringing in the revenue. If you're a huge streamer, and I've said this multiple times before, the bigger you are, the more untouchable you become, especially on Twitch. YouTube's a little bit more better than that, even though they do still have favoritism and special treatments and here and there, like there is. But you have to look at it this way. It's corporate, it's business. If money is being made, then why would they care, right? But that's the problem with these platforms. And Twitch is probably the worst out of the two that I've mentioned. And I think that's really shitty. And I wish it would change, but my words and my influence, whatever you want to call it, can only go so far. And I'm not a big streamer. I'm not a big creator. So Twitch won't listen to me. So the platform is not going to change anytime soon, but I hope it does. I think Twitch does need a little bit more for its creators. It needs to do more for the people that are the backbone of the platform. I don't think I'm a backbone of the platform, but I do use it. And I'd like the platform to be used for better. And I'd like it to be more, convenient for the viewers. And I'd like the viewers to have the option to support the creator 100%. Like, I think they should have that option, because gifting a sub or subscribing to a Twitch channel means you want to support the creator, not the platform. Let the platform earn all the revenue from the ads. Like, honestly, I wouldn't care if my streams wasn't making any ad revenue. If the streamer's viewers are supporting the streamer and it's 100%, then everybody wins, But it's not going to happen. As I said, it's corporate, it's business, it's money making, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. And it's the same that applies to the creators on the platform that do really shady and shitty things and take advantage of their audience, because at the end of the day, it's about bringing home that big fat check. And if they're bringing home a bigger check every month, they'll do what it takes to stay on top. And the viewers are secondary. The money always comes first. And that, my friends, is the reason why these platforms are such a shitty place to be. But I can rise above it, and I can tell you that I love doing what I do. And even regardless of all the drama that goes on online, I enjoy this. I have fun doing this. And I will continue doing this, regardless of the nonsense that's happening in the sidelines. I just am grateful to have all of you, and it's nice to sit down here and just kind of vent my frustrations with things or just stuff that's happening on the internet. As I said, I don't want to mention people's names, but I think with the amount of creators and YouTubers that take advantage of this particular situation, you probably already know about the individuals and the streamers that I'm talking about. But other than that, all I can say is don't take every single thing that your favorite streamers say for granted. Don't think that they are the best thing on planet Earth, because they're not. They're just like you and me. They're normal human beings. They say things, they have influence, and they have following. That's all they have. That doesn't mean their word is golden, just so you know. And even if you don't like this video or what I have to say, but this is just my 2 cents on it. You don't even have to believe anything I have to say. But at least I can sit here and tell you that my words are my own. And whatever I say, you can take whatever way you want. Not like these other streamers where they just talk as if they're experts about everything. They'll have people blowing smoke up their asses, but that's it. It doesn't mean what they say is true. So, word of advice, if you do want to stream, if you do want to create, enjoy it, embrace it, and if you ever become successful, know where you came from, know where you started, stay grounded, stay down here with everybody else, because that's who you are. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, right? We're all in the same level field. We all stand on the same soil, the same grass, the same concrete. We all breathe in the same air. We're all the same. These other people that you look up to and stuff, it's great that you look up to them, but it doesn't mean they're saints or amazing people. We're human beings. We all make mistakes. We all have issues. We all have problems, and that's totally normal. So, yeah. That's all I have to say. I feel like it was a little bit of a tangent or whatever, but it's just that all the stuff that's going on, I don't want to do a drama video or anything. It's just something that I kind of wanted to talk about. And yeah, I want to do more videos like this, like I said. So if something pops up, goes up here, I'm like, want to get words out on the screen, then I'll do that, because you guys are great listeners. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight's video. More stuff is on the way. If you guys are looking for the playthrough stuff, they're on the way. More Xenoblade, Bayonetta, all that good stuff, all happening very soon. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, lads. Leave a like if you enjoyed what I had to say. Comment down below your own thoughts on everything that's going on. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, that's it. Good night.